My name is Jerry Yoakum. I'm a 25-year veteran of the United States Army. I have 2 combat tours and numerous military deployments. My wife Mary is a 23-year military spouse. Her and my children have endured numerous moves and numerous separations over my military career. I'm now a proud member of American Legion Post 273 in Bellevue, Iowa. Most Americans profess to truly love our veterans, especially at gatherings like Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And while their feelings are usually sincere, it is important to remember that veterans are defending us 365 days a year. Their heroism that has been demonstrated time and again by veterans from American Revolution to the global war on terrorism is sometimes unnoticed by those of us who enjoy the security that their sacrifice provided. Army Staff Sergeant Clinton Romesha has seen war at its very worst. While serving a combat post in Keating, Afghanistan, he and his comrades were awakened to an attack by an estimated 300 enemy fighters on October 3, 2009. According to his Medal of Honor citation, Staff Sergeant Romesha took out an enemy machine gun team and engaged in taking out a second when he received shrapnel wounds from a rocket-propelled grenade. He continued to move on. He killed at least 3 other Taliban fighters and directed air support to destroy 30 other enemy fighters. After receiving the nation's highest military medal, Staff Sergeant Romesha said that he felt conflicted. The joy, he said, comes from recognition of us doing our jobs as soldiers on distant battlefields, but it is countered by the constant reminder of the loss of our battle buddies, my soldiers, my friends. Staff Sergeant Romesha's attitude is not hard to find among the living Medal of Honor recipients. They will never forget the sacrifice of their friends, and neither will the Gold Star families who will cope without the embrace of their loved ones. The innocence of their grieving children will be challenged by the dramatic change affecting the balance of security and comfort in their family routine. The hearts of these families will feel the sharp sting of their loss, leaving them with only memories of their loving mom or dad. Life, as they have known it, will be much harder from now on. Our debt to these heroes can never be repaid, but our gratitude and respect must last forever. For many veterans, our nation was important enough to endure long separations from their families, miss the births of their children, freeze in sub-zero temperatures, bake in wild jungles, lose limbs, and far too often lose their lives. Military spouses have had to endure career interruptions, frequent changes of address, and a disproportionate share of parental responsibilities. The children often had to deal with changes in schools, separation from friends, and the hardest of all, the uncertainty of whether or not mom or dad will live through their next combat tour. Warriors need advocates, and that's why the American Legion exists. We are here to serve veterans, their families, and our communities. Veterans need each other, but more importantly, our country needs its veterans. You cannot fight a war without veterans, and while the utopian idea of a society without war is appealing, let us not forget that wars have liberated slaves, stopped genocide, and toppled terrorists. Stephen Ambrose once wrote, "America's wars have been like rungs on a ladder by which it rose to the greatness. No other country has triumphed so long, so consistently, or on such a vast scale through the force of arms." It has been often said that without our veterans, Americans would be speaking Russian, German, or perhaps Japanese. Regardless of which view of alternative history you take, we do know that without our veterans, America would not be America. And as we look at the Middle East today, we know that there is a large, dangerous, and committed group of fanatics that wants us dead. And while ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and Taliban terrorists may lack the conventional weapons of Nazi Germany or Imperial Japan, they are every bit as evil in their intentions. Those who defend us from our enemies must be supported. Whether their service was in Baghdad or Beirut, we need to serve veterans as well as they serve us, even when the guns have temporarily stopped fighting. The American Legion shows its support for America's heroes through its Family Support Network, Legacy Scholarship Fund, Operation Comfort Warriors, Temporary Financial Assistance, and their National Emergency Fund, just to name a few programs. Veterans don't ask for much. They don't want to be in a special class, but benefits are a mere drop in the bucket compared to the financial and human cost of war. And while not all veterans see war, all who served in the military have expressed a willingness to fight if called to. Actor Lee Marvin was prouder of being a Marine than he was of being an actor. Wounded twice in World War II, he opted to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery, his headstone reading merely, PFC, United States Marine Corps. This pride is on display on every obituary page in the country, where military service, regardless of how many decades have passed and subsequent achievements reached, is mentioned with a death notice of nearly every deceased veteran. Fewer than 10% of Americans can claim the title veteran. Far less than 1% of our population is currently defending us in the global war on terrorism. Veterans have given us freedom, security, and the greatest nation on earth. It is impossible to put a price on that. This Veterans Day, call your veteran friends, thank them for their service, fly your flag, support your country, make the veterans proud. God bless all of you. God bless America.